Hello, I'm Lawrence Chard. Welcome to or welcome back to our Chards Coin and Bullion Dealer YouTube channel. Today, I don't even know quite what I'm going to talk about. Well, certainly not in detail, but recently we've done so many videos in a run about fakes, but that's because fakes come in just about every day of the week. And let's talk about something else. We're so busy at the minute, and the amount of stuff we bought in recently, I think we've got about £1 million worth of bought in material that's waiting in our kind of almost reception, secondary market, previously owned, whatever you want to call it, of all sorts that we need to process. And the first stage is to make some decisions on whether it's going to be scrapped or whether it's going to be resold. And then if it can be resold, have we already got one? Is it already in our catalogue and we can just add one to stock? Is it something new, in which case it needs photos, it needs processing? There's a lot of work and a big backlog. So most days I get to look what we've got that we bought in that we're working on. And here we brought these up from our bunker actually. And let's just have a look what we've got here. This is a bag marked 22 carat. And just to give you an idea how much we got there, we've got about 840 grams here. Now, keen viewers might actually recognise some of these things. And we're going to tip that out there, all this out. Because when I see this, there's often stuff in it I think, well, we shouldn't be scrapping that. Who's bunged it in there? Somebody might recognise this. It's our 1893 fake gold £5. We can show a still of that's from about 3 weeks ago, is it? And I don't know quite why it's still in there. There's a half sovereign in a ring. If we take the half sovereign out of there, it'll be so bad we'll just scrap it anyway. Some of our competitors would actually take that and resell it as a bullion half sovereign, but we're Chards and we're better than that. What's this? This is a proof coin, and it's a 2012 London Olympics proof 1 ounce, £100 coin. It's got a few little scuffs on it. I don't know if it came in like that, but at the minute that's going in our scrap. I've got to have a quick think, is that too good to scrap? Can we resell it for a little bit more as bullion? In fact, I think we probably should in that. That should go in a CGT exempt 1 ounce coin category. What else have we got in? Some other people might notice they're in a separate bag the other day. I don't know why we've thrown them all in together. Hold it away. There's the 40 fake sovereigns that we bought in the other day that a customer had bought in Saudi. So that's a stack of those. We know they're scrapping. I thought they would have already been melted by now, but we've been busy. What else have we got in here? And where's my eyeglass gone? This looks nice. It's got a scalloped edge. Is that a dragon, or is it? Oh gosh, now that looks like a pig on there. Is this Singapore? It's Year of the Dragon. I'm not Singapore. That must be Chinese. And I think that's a 201 or 200 renminbi. Ken, it's a gold proof coin. It really is, or should be too good to scrap. Whether we're going to scrap that, I don't know. Hopefully I got it in front of the camera because Christian was doing this to me. I'm not quite sure why. Problem is, have we got the time to actually photograph that, put it in our stock catalogue, or have we not? Bearing in mind that the current rate we're getting things catalogued and adding on, it could be about 7 years before we get it complete. These are definitely Chinese. These are Beijing Olympic proof 151 of renminbi. What do those weigh? Oh, they won't be quarter ounce. These will be in grams, I think. Just under 52 carats, so that's about 10.4 grams. That's a weird weight on that. But we've got a little stack. Are they all different? Or are they different disciplines? Yeah, one's weightlifting. One is, I don't know what that is. It looks like skydiving to me, but I don't think there's skydiving in the Beijing Olympics. What else we got in there? This is a double sovereign, 2022 double sovereign, and it's proof-like. Possibly is supposed to be a proof, but this is from Tristan da Cunha. In the reverse says service and devotion. Yeah, and for once it says Tristan da Cunha. Very often they say TDC in them. If you see these being advertised for sale, very often the people who market them at usually very high markups and margins and premiums cover the name of the country up with another coin. So you see the two coins rather like that. The customers can't see it's from Tristan da Cunha, and they often don't read. It's got the Queen's head on. They assume it's from the UK. They pay a lot of money for it, and then when they come to sell it years later, well, they go, oh, it's Tristan da Cunha, we don't need more Tristan da Cunha stuff. It is a nice coin. It's got a nice crown on it. Really should be too good to scrap. What somebody going to want to pay for that? If we ask 5% premium for a proof, it's basically quite cheap, but will somebody want to pay 5% premium? How long will we have it in stock? Would somebody snap it up at 2%? I don't know. And it will take us too long to actually get that online and get it sold, so that's probably going to go scrap. That's a jersey, £50. I don't know what that weighs, I found, but we see a lot of those. More Beijing Olympics. What else we got here? Oh, that's another London Olympics for £25. That's a quarter-ounce gold through. Oh, that's dated 2010 on the obverse and 2012 on the reverse. Can we see that? Stills would be quite good on these, but I don't know if we'll have time to do them.
Yeah, I think a lot of the London products, the Olympics, we've got the stills up, but the more niche things, we've probably not.
We can show you this, but these might just have a scuff or two or a scratch. Oh, look, that's interesting. I don't remember seeing one of these before. A 2013 Guernsey £1. And if I haven't seen one before, maybe we've never owned one before, maybe it's not on our website. And we try and make our website a kind of catalogue of all coins eventually. But it's time. Oh, that's another of those Dubai, nice shiny Dubai fakes. What else we've got in here? We've got a 2002 half sovereign. I don't know why that's in here. That's probably... Oh, yeah, bit of a dirty mark on the edge. That probably should be grade C, but it's in here with scrap at the minute. And sorry I'm talking facing away from the camera here, but what else we got? Oh, the coronation with Queen Elizabeth. Oh, this says it's a sovereign. So anyone will buy a sovereign. This is another example. It says, it's quite a nice design. What's that? 60th anniversary of the coronation. And quite a nice design. This is from Tristan da Cunha, and this is one of the ones I mentioned before. It doesn't own up to being from Tristan da Cunha, it says TDC. If I rotate it and get the shot at top dead centre, that could be what TDC stands for. Ambiguity about TDC. Having said that, I don't know if people have realised that British coins often don't say Britain on or UK. Some do say Britannia or Britanniarum. What else we got in here? We have a South African pond here. Yeah, 1998 South Africa pond. But it's got a bit of damage on it. And that's probably borderline. They are collectible, but basically only at or around bullion value. It's got a couple of scratches and a bit of a clonk on it. So it's probably better than scrap. There are some rare varieties of that. I don't know if we bothered checking that yet. What else have we got here? A 5-gram gold bar that says Sumitomo on it in a nice gold mount. Oh, actually, no. It's got... Oh, yes, it is. It's got a almost custom-made gold bezel made to go around it. Somebody who collects different makes and types and brands of gold bars might like that. The reverse says SWM. I'm guessing that's Sumitomo something metal, but I may be wrong about that. Somebody would probably like that, maybe as a gold bar to wear in an ornament down the neck. But we just haven't really got the time and the resources to photograph that, create it as a product, put it online and offer it out. So there's lots of other goodies in there. This looks like a Turkish. Now, as soon as we get to some of these Eastern ones, my main problem is which way up are they? This has got to be a Turkish coin. I don't know what the denomination is. I could take the weight and the date. 1 looks like a 3, looks like a 2, looks like a V. It'd take me a minute to just look up the date table on that. There we go. Now, is that Turkish or am I talking out of my backside? I ought to know these things. So that, I think, actually kind of too good because it's an older coin, quite interesting. But there you go, another half-sovereign and amount. Oh, that's...
What would you say the whole intrinsic of that is worth at this moment in time?
Right now, that lot, we did actually do it. It weighs about 840 grams on there. I weighed it, but we've added an odd bit to it since then. That's about £61,000 at today's spot value. Looking at my notes about that's interesting because that's got 4 little diamonds in that really ought to come out before it goes in the scrap pile. Those will be quite handy for a job in jewellery to use for spares or whatever. What have we got? We've got about 840 grams there. That's worth about £61,000 at today's intrinsic value. We lose a little bit when we scrap it. We've got so much that we're nearly drowning on it. I'm going to just quickly move that out of the way, and I'll come back to that when we've finished. Actually, just while I'm at it, this is not part of that, but it will be next, because just while we were getting ready to do this, somebody came in with a couple of gold sovereigns, and we've got this one that it's actually very yellow. It's instantly too yellow, which is usually good being yellow, because a lot of people don't like the current red ones, and I don't really like them. I would suspect that I've got too much silver in it, but oh, and did we weigh it? I already weighed it. 39.996 carats. So that is almost exactly the right weight. 7.99 grams. We'll now sling it on our lovely night-on tester. And we'll press the button. Yep, there we go. Now I've got the results from previously. It should come up at about 916 or 917 parts per thousand, as I think most of our viewers know by now. That's 22 carat gold. The previous reading I did, both sides coming up at 950 parts per thousand, which is too high. Somewhere around about 22.5 carat or nearly 23. Oh, well, we're coming up now saying gold plate not detected, which is interesting. And I was looking at that because sometimes if coin sovereigns are too yellow, they've often been gold plated with fine gold, which means they will look very yellow and it might alter the reading. Nitons are calibrated to actually detect gold plating, which is very good. And now we're coming up with gold fineness of 958 on that, whereas previous low was getting 950. That's interesting. Copper 37 parts per thousand, silver 4 parts per thousand. That silver content is more or less dead on, but it's got too much gold in it, and everyone's going to say, oh, why would you make a fake with too much gold? It's a long story. We've explained that time after time in most of our recent videos, and we weren't going to do fakes today. The other side comes out about the same. It's a 25 London. We'll show you some photos of it, but for now, that's that, and that's somewhere else. Back to our big bag is this one. This is 9 carat gold. And how much we've got here? We've got a little bit short of 2 kilos there. And at today's intrinsic, that's worth probably about £54,000. I suspect in here are a lot of things that some people would love as pieces of jewellery. So I'll tell you what, let's tip it out. We'll try not to mix it up with that. I wonder if you've got a tray. There's a big bag full. Now some people would love that. Okay, there's a bit of an old pocket watch. There's a ring with some sort of white stones in and purplish stones, but those don't look like diamonds. They look like possibly cubic zirconia, possibly glass. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, we've got things like a nice little curb Albert chain in nice condition. Somebody would probably love that for a piece of jewellery. Got a nice hollow locket. They're quite expensive to make and quite expensive to buy when you want them. Hey, we've got a charm bracelet here, tangled up with everything else. Charm bracelet with a £1 note in it, a 10 shilling note there. Yeah, there's some people who would love that. Charms cost you quite high premium if you want to buy them, but we might cut the 10 shillings and the pound out of there, or the charms off. Otherwise it's going in our scrap bin. A hollow bangle. Hollow bangles were... Oh, it looks quite nice. If you come to buy these for your They're not cheap to manufacture. Can I get that open? No. In my opinion, there's a little bit of a dent. That's probably too good to scrap, but that's where it may end up. What else have we got? Here we've got a little buckle ring with diamonds in it. Not great diamonds, only little ones. And stamped in it 0.25. So I would say that's the 1/4 carat of diamonds in there. Those need to come out, and some jobbing jeweller would find that handy in his spare diamonds box. So hopefully we'll pull those out before we scrap that. What else have we got? Yeah, quite a nice necklace. Looks like it's in good condition, but have we got time to... Well, we really haven't got time to add jewellery like that onto our website. Here's an interesting one. These big clowns like this with gem set used to be really, really fashionable many years ago. And me only being 29, I can't remember that far back. Maybe this guy was a clown in Blackpool Tower Circus. I think those stones are all synthetic, so quite a nice articulated clown. So if somebody wanted that, they would probably absolutely fall in love with it, and it'd be a treasured possession. But I don't think we've got the resources to market it. It's a nice curb bracelet, hallmarked on every single link, which is quite good. It's got a swivel fastener on, which is also usually quite good. What else we got in there? Do you know, we might end up having to make this into 2 or more videos, because this is quite a nice... Oh, a hollow belcher with a pattern on it. That's, again, this type of thing is quite expensive in manufacturing costs. Fastener doesn't work. Probably going to go to scrap. It's really too good, but... Oh.
Intrinsic value then, Lawrence, of that pile that we're working through at the moment, what would that
pile, there's about, maybe I didn't say. There's about £54,000 intrinsic value in that. We take a slight loss on that when we scrap it, and that's not all. We've got other stuff over here. What have we got here? We've got a little bag of 14 carat, which is not very common in the UK, but it's typical. I think there's a higher quality in the USA. In the UK, I think it's a bit middle. If you're going to use good stuff, make 18 carat. Any Asians watching this will say, no, you need 22 carat, or you need fine gold. It's 22 carats, not practical for a lot of jewellery that gets used. Oh, yeah, looks quite nice. Sussex 14 carat, yeah. That is inlaid with what looks like black opal. It's probably, I would say that's almost certainly not just natural black opal. It's going to be, I've forgotten the word for it, but thin bit of black opal glued together onto a matrix of opal to make it look better. And it may just have a reflective backing on it. It does look very nice and very attractive. So I think that one is definitely too good to scrap, and it's a really nice piece of jewellery. Have we got the time to do anything? Another bag, 18 carat, oddly, an 18 carat gold coin. That's Bahamas, I think. Bahamas Independence 1973, $50. Quite collectible. It's not investment gold. It looks proof-like, and again, that's probably reasonably collectible. Why they make them in 18, I don't know. Oh, and that's interesting. We've got a rainbow ring here, which is basically red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Well, that's very fitting for the current Pride month we are in.
Yeah, you're quite right. I should have worn me We're All Different t-shirt, shouldn't I, with multicolours on it. I don't know what these stones are. They'd probably is a ruby. The purple's going to be an amethyst. Don't know what that green is. It's not an emerald. Don't know what the other stones are either. These things are quite difficult to Manufacturer, it's got a maker's mark in there, FJW, no, FJW, I'm just trying to think if I remember whose that is, no I don't know. That one's definitely too good to scrap.
Oh yeah, you can really see the rainbow colours coming out now, yeah.
Hey, that'd be good. For well, it's Blackpool. It's Pride month. That's definitely not going to go in scrap. That's too valuable to be in there. And what else is there? I don't know. Well, I've done so much talking about that, and that's just the gold. Because what actually I started out to do on this, I was looking at the silver that we've got. Because silver's not, well, it's nowhere near intrinsic value of gold. It's about 100th of the value per gram or per ounce, and yet there are some interesting things in there. So I think what I ought to do is say we'll stop there at the gold, and I haven't actually got to the silver yet, and there's some other stuff. So I think we'll wind this one up and we'll do the silver, platinum and palladium in a different video. We'll try and keep it shorter, but I've got a feeling I'll find lots and lots of interesting stuff in there, and it might take even longer than this one. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you've got any comments, particularly if you go, I want the clown, get them in quick. But by the time you see this video, we might have scrapped it. There are some other things in there that we won't. So if there's anything there that you're interested in, then pop that down in the comments, or contact us, info@chards.co.uk, and say, yeah, I'd like that. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, that's all for now. We hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.